So now let's talk about some navigation tools. And to do that, I'll open an existing part. So I'll go to File, Open, Sample, and Open again. And the part will open in the main view. So let's start with zoom in and out. And for SolidWorks, I'll highly recommend a 3-button mouse with left click, right click, and a middle scroll wheel with click function in it. If you are using mouse touchpad, I'll still recommend that you at least plug in a 3-button mouse with your laptop so that you can use this program in the best possible way. Using it on a laptop with a touchpad is also fairly easy, but the workflow will be slightly complicated for you. So I'll still recommend that if you are on a laptop, switch to a 3-button mouse. Now moving on to this. So I have a 3-button mouse, and here I'll just rotate my mouse wheel. So I'll just rotate it in one direction and it will zoom out. In another, it will zoom in. Now, as you can see, the drawing has moved out of our view area. So I'll press and hold my control key, and then I'll press my middle mouse wheel and I'll bring it here. So that way you can just pan your drawing. This is called panning. So press and hold control key and then middle mouse wheel to pan it in the drawing area. Now, if you simply press your middle mouse wheel and then move your mouse, it will orbit your drawing. So this is going to rotate your drawing freely in the drawing area, and that's happening with the middle mouse wheel. Now, if you want to fit all the drawing entities in the visible drawing area, for example, if your drawing is really large, it is out of view, and you want to fit it properly in the drawing area, then simply double click your middle mouse wheel. And this will fit everything in the drawing area. The same thing will happen for very small drawings. So even if it's very small and it's completely out of your drawing area, you can still double click your middle mouse wheel. So it will bring it back and fit it in the drawing area. Now these navigation tools are also available on the heads up toolbar. So we have the fit option right here. That's the first option. So let me zoom out a bit and then I'll click on this fit option. So it will fit it in the drawing view. Now it has a short key as well. So as I'm hovering my cursor, you can clearly see that it has a short key called F associated with it. So if I press F key on my keyboard, it will still fit it in the drawing area. Then we have the next option, which is called zoom window. So select that and make a window, or just select an area and it will fit that area in the drawing view. So basically this is zoom window or zoom area. So you've got to specify area, it will fit that. So now we are moving out of the view. So I'll click on this fit option to fit it properly. Now we have this previous view option. Click on it to go back to the previous view, and click it again to go to the previous view, once again previous view, and previous view, and again previous view. So this is kind of like undo button for your views. So I'll again select fit option. Now if you want to switch to some standard views like the top, front, bottom, and so on, then for that you can go to this view option right here. So click this view orientation, and now from here you can switch to any of the views. So here we have all of these views. So we have the top view. Click on top, it will take you to the top view. Go to the view orientation once again and click on maybe this right view, it will take you to the right view. So these are some of the standard views which you can switch to. Also, when I'm clicking here, you can see that I am getting what we call the view selector, which is kind of like a virtual block enclosing this object. So this virtual block also has these control points which you can select to switch to that view. So I'll just click maybe on this point, it will take me to that view. So once again, I'll just go to this, and again I have the block. So I can just select any of these views from the block, maybe this one, it will take us to that view. Now if you don't want this, then go to this view option and deactivate the view selector using this option. You can also use control spacebar as a short key to deactivate that. So I'll just deactivate it so that the view selector is not visible, and here we are. So that's the default view. Even if you go to this view, it won't show the view selector anymore, and you can still switch to any of the standard views that you want. Now we have a great shortcut built into SolidWorks for switching to standard views. So let me first zoom out a bit, and now that shortcut is your right click. So just right click, hold your mouse and move it slightly towards right, left or top, and you will see this kind of wheel. Now this will let you switch to any of the existing views. For example, if I move my cursor towards left, it will switch to the left view. So let me do that. So here I'll switch to left. That's the left view. So again, I'll right click, hold my cursor and move it slightly. And then again, we have the view selector. I'll move it on this right view. It will take us to the right view. Again, left click, hold cursor, move it slightly, and maybe go to the top view. It will take to the top view. So in this way, you can switch to some of these standard views directly using your mouse as well. Now for the touchpads, if you want to use the tools which are available using the scroll wheel, then you can select that using right click. So I'll first orbit my drawing so that it's kind of like this, and then I'll right click, and then we have the first option called zoom fit. There it is. Then we have the zoom area or zoom window. You can make a window to select it. Then zoom in and out, which is basically this. You can zoom in and out, move it up to zoom in, move it down to zoom out. Again, right click. Then we have the rotate view, and using this, you can rotate the view again like this. Then again, right click, and then we have pan, and you can pan your drawing using this. And finally, we have the roll view, which is basically like rotating your view along a plane. So it is just rotating it along a fixed plane, and you can also select the floor as the fixed plane. So rotate about scene floor, and now it will just rotate about the floor of this view. So these are some of the options that you can choose from right click. So I'll just select the first option, which is select, to deactivate all of those options. And these were the navigation tools.